I think we're going to. I think we're in the process of it.
We're in the process of thinking about starting.
Oh, he said 3, 2, 1. Maybe that was a red herring.
He would do that.
I
Just
didn't
gotta
go.
let us get it out
Hi,
of our
everybody.
system. Oh, sorry, Ty.
Let's go.
Can I clown to you people? Make a laugh. All right. Hi, everybody. Tonight we are going to be playing some D&D following the ongoing story of the Dawnforged Company, a just band of thrown together misfits, most of which at some point had interaction with overall master Ilaria Dawnforge. Through many adventures and many years we've been playing, they're now level 16 and currently on the Astral Sea and their latest misadventure or adventure or just straight up, whatever is happening. I don't know, journey. They had arrived here after escaping from the Abyssal Plane, the Triple Realm, after they're hearing an army of demons coming for them. They're like, you know what, peace. And the only place they knew to go was Zarek knew plane shift and had the exact rune coordinates to one of his previous homes on the Astral Plane. This was Shrakit Lor. Did I say that right? You know what? I made it up, so yes, I said it right. Zithkit Lor, that's what it was. Zithkit Lor.
Yeah.
And then, but after finding out that there had been many Githzerai raids and that Zarek's body and soul had been somehow separated this entire time that he'd been enterprising with the Dawnforged Company and his now nearly emaciated form, which they quickly healed and got back to being awesome. But they found that many had been taken by these stronger than usual Gith Yankee who had been able to come in and take many and got away scot-free. They managed to track it down through the Astral Sea using just different things that are usually left behind in this place of creation. Almost everything, no matter what it is, while it travels, leaves a trail of thoughts, of feelings, of emotions, of anything that can stir this primordial soup of creation. But upon finding their prey, they found a large vessel that looks like a nautilus, a large spiral shell with tentacles coming out of the front. And they proceeded to Nat 20 a Gatling gun cannon into existence, blow a hole in the side where the engines are, and made it stop, jumped off the ship, and started to attack the crew, which were almost entirely annihilated in a flash of high-level magic from Viser before they headed down below the decks. Below the decks, they would find Githzerai themselves fighting against them, coming from out of the shadows, punching them forward at 10 seconds in time, or 6 seconds in time, and all sorts of insane abilities that they can wield in this Astral Sea. But upon defeating them, while fighting them, I should say, they realized that there's something strange about these Githzerai. They were fighting without truly being there, seeing something that wasn't there, fighting an enemy, almost as if they were sleepwalking, but fighting against horrible, horrible odds. Upon defeating them, and some of the Githyanki with them, they managed to spare the dying on 4 of them, and are going to find out maybe what happens with them. In the meanwhile, they discovered there were 4 crystal pods, of which the abductees from Zerthkit Lor had been taken. The Zerthkit Lor people were taken and put into these pods. Upon breaking them open and finding them all asleep, including Zarek's brother, Zarloth, they found that they had been conscripted to create a city in the realm of dreams, and their powerful psionic abilities and their extreme focus through their monk training had helped them become powerful creators in this space. And unfortunately, it seems like Zarloth has bought into the idea that this new future of all individual realities and everyone free from being able to harm one another, and also maybe being under the control of Phobator. He seemed to buy in, but Zarek talked him out of it, and so he gave him till his next sleep to convince him further.
It's a pretty big maybe.
They stormed the bridge after this, getting off an amazing sneak attack, killing one of the Illithid just outright, and seemingly killing the Illithid Lich as well. But the Illithid Lich came back to life several times, getting off a blast wave, and unfortunately one of the ones not included in that blast wave was Uza, who was standing right beside him, but got a sneak attack in, managed to kill him. Or so he thought, so he chops off the head so he can't reanimate, except for just the head reanimates in his hands, grabs onto his head and pops his brain out. And because of the Astral Sea and the unlimited potential of mental awareness and desperation here, a Kenku body formed around him. The others fought their way to killing the Illithid Lich, whatever. Managed way to fight and kill by pulling it off of the top of Uza's body, where it had sunk itself into its brain cavity, pulled it off, threw it to the side, and disintegrated it. Now, then they decided brain surgery was the best way to solve this problem, so they popped open Uza the Kenku's head and put it back into Uza the Aarakocra's head through a cunning use of surgery, medicine checks, levitation, control water to keep all the fluids moving. Very thoughtful stuff. And
multiple spare the dyings. And managed to, with a heal spell, bring Uza's connective tissue all back. And Uza, in the meanwhile, in the darkness, feeling alone, left behind by his god, was visited by his brother, another one in the Azure Guard. And he assured Uza that he was not alone, and though he is far and hard to see, that they will always be with him, and they will always find a way to help. And then he awoke, now becoming infused his entire body, every cell, with lightning energy, and he himself becoming part lightning elemental. They proceeded downstairs to finish off the last remaining of the Modron, which they had gone by. Now linking each of them, each one died for every time they killed the Illithid. So the Illithid was stealing their life force in order to come back to life through the ritual that they were mechanically forced to perform. They then gathered up all of their rescued and unconscious and brought them to the bridge and were trying to make their way back to Zerth-Kitlor. While traveling, the dragon wormling that was created from nothing in the Astral Sea, the bronze dragon wormling, rolled a natural 20 and became a young dragon wormling and was accepted into the axe of Bloodscale, absorbed in, and another eye opened in his head. This one with a copper eye was a copper eye. Now, poor Ulu this whole time is trying desperately to stay focused, but through various events, she ended up much shorter, 3.5 feet tall, and transformed into a purple tiefling. Unfortunate. What? No, it's. Hold on, let me pull it up here. I'm fairly certain it's brown. I checked this today. You just said it was copper, but that's Shanoth.
No, I said bronze, not brass.
Well, you're still wrong, because brass was a Raj, and that was a Raj.
No, Raj is brass. Bronze is Rach.
Yes, and I just got a Raj.
Okay,
Rach is the one I'm missing.
That's right, okay. Well, if I can adjust this here, 1 second.
You know, the old-looking metals, they blur together.
There.
I mean, brass and bronze are very fucking close. No, anyway.
There.
I don't know.
It's the penny dragon.
There? Oh,
Penny
okay.
dragon.
Look at your stream, and then you'll understand.
Oh, here we go. 24 months at tier 1. Woohoo! Look at that little hype lizard going. PogChamp. Alright. Thank you much. Alright, and then, let's see. I think that brings us pretty much up to speed on the last little bit. I wanted to do a little bit more thorough recap because it's been feeling a little disjointed lately. So, anything I left out or anything else you guys think of?
Hey.
What was that? Woo! 23
No.
months at 2-2. Alright.
I believe we decided last time we were going to go with Illithid.
Illicit. Okay. Perfect.
Point of
So
order.
illicit. Point of order. Illicit. Okay. Look at all them thumbs up in chat.
Bada bing.
Gotta love it. All right, so at this point, you guys find yourself coming up to Zerthkitlor, coming to dock at the base of the reverse spiral that is where you took off from as the ship. What would we like to do?
Tell the ship what was going on and that we were docking here for a little bit, but that we would eventually go to the ocean.
The ocean.
There was a bit of back and forth last time, and I might have gotten confused because there might have been 4 or 5 beers involved. Did we get rid of all the bad things
Nope.
underneath
No.
the ship, or are there still more bad things down there?
There's still a whole nother level of bad things. You managed to get one gigantic, terrifying, flesh morphing thing flushed.
Okay. We should probably
And we
deal with.
indicated to the guards on the dock that there was problems, or at least that was our plan. Our plan was to tell them, "Hey, there's stuff in the bilge that needs
The belfry.
handled." No, it's the opposite of the belfry. It's the bottom.
Well, yeah, but you know.
I know.
I didn't. I have no idea what you're talking about either.
No.
The important thing is that it
belfry
runs.
is where the bells go, and the bilge is the bottom of the ship.
Who's
Where all the
putting
bilge
bells
water
on a
is?
boat? That would get really annoying. It would be ringing all the time.
Bells are very consistently on boats. How they communicate.
Yeah.
Third bell.
So Bloodscale conveniently has a
Yeah.
hump right now. Just so you guys know.
He has a what?
What?
He has a hump right now underneath a bear cloak.
What hump?
It's his lovely lady lumps.
Check him out.
Okay, I'm gonna poke it. What? Hey, what's what? What?
What?
What is that?
Oh, don't. You know what it is.
Is it another dragon?
No.
Is it
Is it
your
a-
wings?
Is it another head?
The wings are actually sticking out from under the bear cloak, so it can't be the wings.
Oh, that's not
That's-
good.
So, saying I know what it is when I saw you with like 9 heads earlier is not helpful.
What did I just throw my cloak over?
Your hump.
Vice right. Alright, moving on. No further questions. Moving on.
Legitimately
Oh.
can't.
Thank you for the follow, Mo.
Oh.
Good to see you.
Oh. Why?
Don't know, but it felt appropriate.
That's awkward. You know, I actually don't know how I feel about that. It's
You know me
strange
neither.
and it's new, but old at the same time. I don't like today.
Yeah, today's been weird. As multiple
It is.
eyes blink in weird succession.
As he stares at the bird, mostly made out of lightning.
I lean
Bird
into
man.
myself. I'm like, it's about to get a bit weirder before we
Oh, Lord.
rest.
If you're
Gross.
thinking of doing what I think you're thinking of doing, why don't we take care of what's in here first? And he points down.
We will.
Okay. Do you want the others or just us?
What?
I think just us for that.
Excellent.
I'm sorry. Is there a plumber or a pizza boy involved in this scenario?
I think this might be the point where Uza finally lets go of Zephyr. Takes the sword to back.
Just nip that right in the bud there. There we go.
All right.
So I have no idea what we're doing or what's going on. What do
We're
we do
gonna
now
go
that
down
we?
and take care of the rest of the problems?
Yes.
what we're doing?
Because I think just leaving that would be probably a bad idea.
Do I need to do a mass cure wounds, heal everybody up a bit more?
You did have a short rest, so unless you didn't heal all the way to on short rest, y'all should be pretty okay.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, well let's go.
If I may, I believe the guards here are more than capable of handling the whatever threat there may be.
We arrive at the
But-
dock.
Yeah, we're at the dock.
Okay.
Are you
Do you
sure?
want me to check it out so we can be certain? Because we don't know what's down there.
That is a good point.
Fucking 2 illichids are down there, and next thing you know,
Well,
tiny little
so,
Ulu's
the
got
one
her brain
thing we
sucked
do
out,
know-
and then she's a giant lightning orc. I don't know.
We know that whatever's down there was afraid of coming up out because they're not supposed to. So they were afraid of the Illithilich or Illichid or whatever the hell
Point of
we're
order,
calling it.
Illichid.
Illichid.
It says right here in my
for
notes, illithid.
So they are probably not a significant threat, I guess is what I'm getting at. But I mean, checking it out is perfectly reasonable. Give people a heads up, you know.
Yeah, I could do that. I can do that.
It's at this point.
Can we turn the lights off on the ship?
Here, I'm just gonna cast invisibility on him.
Okay.
Oh, neat.
There you go.
Oh, I missed this.
Perfect. Give me a stealth check, just cause. You're still you're still walking everything. You definitely have advantage on the roll for yeah. There you go.
Fucking-
Good advantage there.
And so you start heading down the stairs.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. It's at this point the guards arrive at the ship up top, but we're gonna go and follow Uza for just a second. So you climb down the stairs, the first set down to the second, and then finally you find yourself down a third set. Oh, you're not supposed to be there. 1 second. Not there, there. Not a lot of people get that. No. Fucking... There. Alright, you find yourself in this narrow hallway with these 2 doors just completely lining each side. You hear the bubbling coming from the south of you and small murmurs from the north.
Okay. What kind of doors are these? Are these the sphincter kind of doors? The swinging kind of doors?
The chitinous kind of sphincter,
Shell
I guess,
doors.
the chitinous shell doors.
Do I know how to open these doors?
No. You know, you can ask the ship itself to open them for you.
I'm gonna go back upstairs, and then I'm gonna wait for everybody to kind of just be milling around.
Okay. And then so...
Zarek, ask the ship to open the doors in like 30 seconds, and I'm gonna go back down.
Did you whisper...
It's Uza, by the way. I know you can't see me, but you should be able to hear me, right?
Yeah, that's
I'm over here.
acknowledged. And then I'm gonna go over to Zephyr and say, "Hey, can you?" I guess I'll just do it.
Can you please open the doors?
Yes.
In 30 seconds.
Oh,
Got one job on this ship, man.
okay. Allow me... Let me know when 30 seconds is.
Okay. And I wait 30 seconds and then I let him know.
Perfect. Meanwhile, the guards are kind of waving you over, Zarek. A lot of them they all have their mindcasters drawn and are kind of ready for whatever happens because this ship has raided the city several times and had not for the colors that you guys flew earlier would have been
Sure. Yeah, would have taken it down from afar.
Mine Gatling guns.
We managed to overtake the ship, and we have defeated its captain and lieutenants. There are a few creatures left aboard that we are investigating now to see what threat they possess, but otherwise this vessel has been neutralized and is not a threat.
excellent. Rudak is there, kind of, and Rudak and Renzag are both there, and they're kind of. Well, do you require assistance, or do you think this will be enough for? They gesture to everyone. Do we need to do something with the recovered?
They will require some medical attention. They have been mind controlled or somehow influenced. They fought against us and we subdued them, but we do not know what may lie, what may remain in their minds of aggression towards their friends.
Very well. We will restrain them, but should we awaken them, or do you wish to be there for the awakening?
I think I should be there. I would talk to them when they awake.
Very well. He gestures, and a few of the guards come down and they start picking up the unconscious, and then he nods to the all of the crystal dwellers. I have names from it. Well, I didn't. Yeah, just the crystal lovers, all 4 of them, anyway. And of them,
they also require medical attention, perhaps food and rest, but they keep watch over them. They, as well, have been influenced by malevolent forces, but I believe they are.
do they require also restrained?
No, I do not believe that they need to be restrained. I think we should show them the respect that they deserve for what they have done for our people.
You 4, with us. And he just gestures, and they all kind of bow and head in. You see Urak, the kind of bigger one, turns back to all of you and nods to each of you in turn, but doesn't say anything as he kind of heads back. The others do the same. Zarloth, for a second, pauses in front of you, Zarek, and he's... I do not know what is down there, but it is something that is almost certainly dangerous.
Thank you for the warning. We will take precautions.
Very well. Good luck, brother. And he heads up.
Thank you.
All right. So. All right. So they head out, accompanied by the guard, and then just as Rinzag and Rudak stay behind to wait further instruction. What else are we doing?
I'm waiting to check out the basement.
Oh, that's right. So you do hear so Zarek, as this is all happening, you don't hear Azusa sneaks away because Azusa very stealthy and invisible now.
Very sneaky.
Very sneaky.
Very, very.
So Zarek, not Zarek, Uza. Gosh, this map is large and in charge. Okay. So Zarek, as you make your way in, the doors to the southern door and the northern door both open, and you're able to see there are these large pools of this purple pink liquid, kind of they're softly bubbling. To the south, you recognize these masks and robes as those weird Starspawn like
worm
creature,
people
worm
things.
people that you fought before. And then you see up the top, to your north, I mean, you see there are 2 more Gith Yankee Knights, and you see the pool. Next to the pool sits one sitting in a kind of meditative position you've seen Zarek take before, with graying hair, small rubies and stuff kind of decorating it, and the other one on a much harsher look in blues, hair black, a lot younger, a lot stronger looking, a lot buffer. Both and instead of the traditional cross-legged kind of meditation, she is just kneeling down in kind of like almost like a warrior's prayer stance, sword in front, and both seem to be slowly and quietly muttering. You do recognize the pool. Looking at it is probably big enough that whatever was flushed out was from that pool.
Oh. And they're just sitting there meditating.
Mm-hmm.
What are the Starspawn doing down below?
The Starspawn, they're moving back and forth between all these pools, and you see they occasionally reach in, and you can't tell. It's hard to tell at first. Give me a perception check real quick. This is a little more
do that.
Finaki.
23.
23? Okay.
I rolled a 3, so 23.
All right. You see that they are reaching their hands in, and they're slowly pulling up more larvae from these ponds. building to their forms.
Oh.
And with a 23, you also see there are a few stripped bones in these pools.
Okay. And the only things we've actively fought on this ship are the knights. We haven't fought any star spawn other than those weird, creepy things outside, right?
Yeah, there
We
were
haven't
the
fought these masked ones.
nope. Yeah, there was the ones that the star spawn, which had like the spikes and stuff all over them, and you only saw the worms when they were blasted apart by forget everybody's names here, Vicer.
All right. And they haven't reacted to the doors opening.
No, actually, nothing. None of them responded to anything. The two knights kind of look over when it happens, and they just kind of shrug and turn back. Yeah, they're clearly guarding, but they didn't move or do anything. The Star Swan
Skyrim
seem
guards.
almost completely obsessed with what they're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna creep up the stairs a little bit. Report on my fancy ear doohickey,
Perfect. I think.
and let everybody know that there's a bunch of fuckery going on down here.
Perfect. Yeah, you can use items in invisibility. It's only if you attack or cast a spell, so easy enough. Okay, everybody, you get a thorough description of this downstairs place.
Am I backing out, or? Hello? Is this thing working? Hello?
No, we can hear you.
Well,
I just
oh.
don't know who you're talking to exactly.
Yeah.
Anybody in general? The group?
Are you using the headset thing?
Yeah. I'm actually asking if the ear is working.
Ah,
The area is working.
Yep. Read loud and clear.
do you think it does it? I mean, it sounds like something the guards can handle.
That
Right.
would be a Zarek call because he knows these people.
Zarek, as you hear this description of especially the two, you recognize that one of them is almost certainly a Githyanki Supreme Commander, and the other described sounds like a Githzerai Anarch, one of the highest levels of Githzerai. They are the ones who help mold the astral sea into reality and help anchor it. They are amongst some of the highest in Githzerai society, only because they are so incredibly powerful when it comes to stabilizing and creating stuff in the astral sea and limbo. And like they when they create something, it stays.
Definitely something the guards can handle.
They at least know what's going on. I don't know.
Excuse me. All right. Yes, come back out of there.
Okay.
Like
I mean,
you've gathered sufficient information.
Okay, I'll creep back up.
You join your allies on the bridge.
All right. So, we letting the guards go down there, or are we dealing with it?
My magical reserves are almost completely spent, so I have a difficulty contributing in a fight, and I feel like this may require our assistance.
I mean, does anyone sound down there like an opportune target? Because I could just go swamp one of them really fucking hard to start it off.
I am concerned that the Githzera you described may well be under the influence of Phobator, as the others that we fought, and would be a formidable opponent. But we also do not. I would hate to see him killed.
Her.
My apologies.
I should. No, that's
Them.
my fault. I should have.
Ooh.
Okay.
I was just describing them. And
Sure.
Actually, real quick, give me a history check, Zadok.
History, schmistery.
7.
I don't know my history.
You know what?
Slept through that
I'm gonna
class.
give you an advantage on this check just because it's something that you probably should have had advantage on anyway. Come to think of it. Okay, 12. You do vaguely remember something about one of your informants. They, when you were an investigator, they did say something about something that would destabilize Shrak Lord. And you thought they meant politically, but
I'm coming to the realization that they meant the physical foundations of Shrucket lore. Cool. Okay. Then, yes, it is of the utmost importance that we keep her alive, but I worry that she may resist our efforts to rescue her.
Well,
Do you think there's any
We
way to
do-
talk about this? I mean, now that the people that they're afraid of are wiped out on the bridge, like, do we know that they're willingly taking part in all of this?
you know what? That's
The
a good
gift-
question. Ty, could I have I'm sorry, just since I was down there.
Sure.
Did those two look like they were under duress at all?
those two looked like they were meditating. The others looked like they were kind of being in charge of watching them while they did this.
Oh,
Yeah.
they might be prisoners.
Zarek, you would know that the Githyanki probably the Githyanki that you fought haven't seemed to have the same vacant fighting style or far away fighting that the Githzerai have. I will say that much.
Right. Yes, it does seem like, and it is very much like the Githyanki to immediately throw in with the source of most chaos. So I believe that they would fight us even with their overlords gone. I don't believe that they would go peacefully, but I do prefer a diplomatic solution if possible.
Well,
Okay, so what
we
if
could
we
tell the. Sorry, go
Sorry.
ahead, Vice.
Yeah, if we want to start with like talking, we can always do that with some of us and keep some of us stealthed and ready just in case.
Like
I
me.
do have a 7th level immolate I could pop out, so
We could also have the ship shut the other door to the star spawn, and potentially keep them out of whatever fight there is, and tilt the odds in our favor.
yeah.
It's true. I would feel more comfortable with a plan that might involve imminent violence if I had an opportunity to rest.
I suppose we could always just lock them in there.
I worry
Yeah,
that
those
may,
star spawn are adding to themselves.
and I worry that may decrease their willingness to negotiate or their openness to dialogue.
Well, what if we send, like I said, we have a negotiating party, and then we have like a strike team just in case. We'll send everybody except me and Uza. We'll stealth in invisible, and wait. Well, at the ready with some sneak attack options, in case things go too south too quickly.
Uza, from your experience, from your observations, how large a force can we fit in there to comfortably fight together?
Well, the initial hallway is only about 8 or 9 feet wide, but the room after that opens up pretty wide. It was able, I think, that pool housed that creature that the boat pooped out. The problem would be to get through the door, which I think was 15 feet wide. But here's an idea. Do you think the
20 feet,
good
sorry.
one? Oh, even better. The Githzerai, who's super powerful and we can't kill. if she's down there meditating and not zoned out, zombified in a tube like these other ones, what are the possibilities that she's just there under threat of force? Like, I could sneak Sending Stone in her pocket, see if we can tell if she's good or bad, whilst holding guns in the corners.
Be interesting.
Perhaps. I could also accomplish a similar thing by reading her thoughts, but I would have to get a bit closer.
She was about 25, 30 feet away from the door, and there were two knights like right on the door.
She was 20 feet away from the door.
She was 20 feet away from the door, now that I think about it really hard.
I'm just gonna put your token there since you'll make it easier for you.
Oh no, he's in space!
Bird in space.
Burb.
And this is the Githzerai. This is the Githyanki.
Detect thoughts isn't going to work the way I want it to, because it is a sight for a focused. I can detect the presence of thinking creatures within 30 feet, even through barriers, but I don't know that I can. Well, I guess that's a question for the GM. Using the detect, because it says detect the presence. It doesn't say that I can then read their thoughts.
If the creature you choose has, let's see, so you initially learn the surface of their thoughts when its mind is in the moment, and as an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to
Right, but that is a creature that you can see within 30 feet. Later, it says I can use it to detect the presence of thinking creatures, and it can penetrate barriers.
Once you detect the presence of the creature in this way, you can read its thoughts for the rest of the duration as described above, even if you can't see it, but it still must be within range.
Okay. Uzo, do you think there is a place in the deck above that is within 30 feet of the Githzerai?
How tall's the room, Ty?
Our room's about 15 feet tall.
Yeah, that should be easy enough. It's just a matter of getting 20 feet in from the 5 feet in from the stairs on the right side.
Okay. Can you direct me to that place?
I direct him to that place.
All right.
And when I get there, I'm just gonna point, and be like, "It's right here." No, over to you. Over. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna stomp on the floor. Here's Eric,
Don't
right here.
stomp on the floor. You're gonna alert them.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
I gently tap on the floor
Okay.
like a velociraptor.
Perfect. Okay. You are
All right.
in
We are
position.
detecting some thoughts.
All right. So as you cast the detect thoughts, you catch both the service thoughts of the Githzerai and the Githyanki. The Supreme Commander, you catch the thoughts first. The surface level thoughts are of hate, of anger, of being controlled and railing against it, and wanting to kill even this creature that they're in, but having no other choice but to serve. There's something about control in there on the surface. It's really hard to tell because it is such a mash of angry, screaming thoughts. The Githzerai is almost pure tranquility. It's the calmest mind you've ever connected with. It's almost like falling into a still pool. It calms you as you kind of reach the surface of it, and you see it is mainly concerned with. There's portions of the city of Shrakitlor that she's clearly had some stake in creating, and you can see she's focused all of the will in her right now of keeping these places anchored, even though she's far away from them. She knows that they are. She just keeps checking on. Almost, you see, into a. Well, that's all you get from the surface, I should say.
Sure. Okay. I am going to, through the little earstone thingy, speak to the team. I believe that the Githyanki, I believe he can be reasoned with. He did seem to chafe under the control of the Illithids, as could be expected. They are the ancient enemies of both our peoples. And this Githzerai, she does not seem to be under the influence of Phobator as the others were. I can try to more deeply probe her mind, but she will become aware of us, and I wanted to see the consensus of the group on that action. There is an amount of risk if deeper in her thoughts she is under his control or under his influence, then things could quickly go badly for us.
Right. So,
I
you
don't
know
believe
her?
she is.
Can
Do
you
you know
talk to her
who's-
like that?
I do not know. I can make her aware of my presence, and I can more deeply probe her thoughts to learn her true intentions or her status and her whether or not she is under his control or under his influence.
She won't know who's probing though.
She won't, well, I guess she doesn't know me. But detect thoughts, let's see. If you probe deeper, the target knows that you are probing in the mind. Now, I don't know, I guess that's a question for the DM, is how, would she know anything about me, or would she just know someone is probing my mind?
It's different for every creature. So
Sure.
give me an intelligence check of what Zarek might glean from this. With a 12, she's a super powerful psionic. She probably won't know
what I thought.
exactly who you are, but she will definitely get something of some identifying piece of information, more than likely, if you are not very careful.
So at our risk versus our rewards, as if she is indeed not under the influence of Hobator and is still in possession of her faculties, then we can indicate to her that there is safety or an opportunity that those who were in control of the ship are no longer present. But if she is a puppet of Hobator, then we will have lost the advantage of surprise.
I
Well,
really don't know enough.
What's my, I guess in this case, from feeling her surface level thoughts, how much do I trust her and her?
It was very comforting when you
Right.
fell into that kind of that still pool that were her surface level thoughts. There wasn't the. It was the complete opposite almost of the commander. There was no even hints of violence. There was nothing perceived as danger.
What about compared to when I detected thoughts for the 4 in the chambers? 'Cause
Much.
if I remember correctly, they were
They were
more agitated.
yes,
and-
yeah.
Okay.
The 4 were agitated and wildly disconnected, where this one does
Gotcha.
not seem to be as
Yeah.
fractured as those others were.
Okay. I believe. I do not believe that she will be a threat to us. I think that perhaps we can prepare a bit for the eventuality that I am grossly mistaken. But I think that it may be in our best interests to alert her to my presence.
we can also. I could get a sending stone in there and we can tell her that we're there to help. She might aid us in the battle.
Wasn't that the same thing though? Same risk, I mean.
I mean, yeah, that because I mean, him getting in there. I mean, he got in there undetected before, or at least got to the visual spot.
Right.
It carries. I guess in a way it carries greater risk and greater reward because our ability to directly and clearly communicate rather than just, hey, by the way, there's a presence of somebody who is potentially an ally, is a more clear communication.
Okay. I didn't realize that the telekinesis was that limited.
Yeah, because it's not telepathy. It's just detect thoughts.
Gotcha.
There's a possibility she could just feel someone not knowing
probing her mind
rooting
and
around in there.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
And then fucking scanners for Zarek.
Mm-hmm.
Pops his head like a grape.
Oh!
Well, why don't some of us just set up in case we need to attack?
I can always bring these assholes up the stairs to you guys.
Does it count as a sneak attack if we bring them up to us?
You're hidden, technically.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys,
if they're
one-
chasing one person and
You might not get your assassinate.
That's what I want.
Always want that. All right, sorry guys, 1 second. We gotta take care of her.
Da baby.
Don't worry. I have a plan. It involves a tiefling boy.
You must be getting really tired.
It's a good plan.
That's a good. What is it?
Vooses das Plan.
First, because I'm finally reading through a bunch of his shit, apparently he could just kind of go invisible when he wants
That's helpful.
without expending a spell slot.
Very helpful.
neat.
He just can do it. I thought there was
Oh,
some sort of having to be
I
a shadow
have-
requirement, but I'm not saying.
I can cast telepathic bond as a ritual,
Oh.
which is forge a telepathic link among up to 8 willing creatures. But that's the question: is whether or not she would be willing, and how. Like, does willingness mean yes? That's totally fine, Zarek. You can totally create a telepathic bond, or someone's creating a telepathic bond with me. I wonder, someone's calling. Should I answer?
Yeah. Can you determine that with detect thoughts, maybe? Can you knock on the door with that? No.
Yeah, that's knock on the door with detect thoughts and then cast telepathic bond. Yeah, but the problem is it's ritual, which means it takes 10 minutes.
I just get worried that if detect thoughts goes wrong and she can't tell that you're on the same side or there to help, she might even feel that you're Githzerai and just assume that you're there to destroy the ship. And she might want to do self-preservation for herself and the city.
True.
But we can talk to her with a sending stone.
Right.
And
no, you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we could even tell her if we want to double it up, have it easier for her to talk to us. I could sneak the sending stone in, you give her a brief, and then try to do the telepathic bond.
Sure.
I'm not sure just trying to sneak a stone in is the best idea, personally.
I haven't gotten to do rogue stuff in a while, and I'm invisible with a really good chance to do rogue stuff.
I think we're gonna time out of your invisibility.
I got an hour.
No, yeah, time is paused.
Oh.
Time stopped. The DM left.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm running out of sparkles in the fingers. So.
Yeah, that's what I have. A level 2 spell.
Also,
Nope, sorry, I used my level 2 spell slot. I have 2 level 4s and a level 6.
Also, I just want to point
That's
out
it.
we could take guards with us just for more.
Oh
body.
yeah. Well, that's why I asked about the size of the room. And I mean,
Oh, okay.
yeah, we've got a 20-foot door that we can charge through if necessary. But
And if we get her on our side, that's a very powerful ally in the room.
right. And that's the bit that I'm. Of course, Ty's probably sitting there being like, "Guys, I did this so that you could just go down and say, hey, Githyanki dude, we killed the Illithids. How about you just chill?" And then this chick wakes up and is like, "Hey guys, thanks for coming," and then it's over. Overthinking things.
That's D.
But there's been times where we underthought things and we're like, this will be totally fine. What do you mean
Yep.
my brain is sucked out of my head?
What do you mean we have to perform magic brain surgery? Magically assisted.
I just really wanted to.
And in our defense, what could have possibly prepared us for that?
He gave me the "it's possible" look, and I'm like,
You
I
can
gotta do it now.
certainly try.
He dangled a shiny in front of my face, and I snatched it.
Because I mean,
like
what
a klepto.
what a story, So every night when we get done, I get to go tell my wife what happened, which is fun because I'm like, so Uza had his brain scooped out by a tentacle monster, just like something out of Japan, and then became a Kenku for 12 seconds. and then we did brain surgery.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Magical brain surgery.
and made a friend with a giant nautilus shell thing.
See,
And gosh, D&D is awesome.
I
I'm
want
back.
to see what we would do in World of Darkness, because I think we could come up with some really creative, fucked up shit.
what is that?
Vampire Masquerade's part
Oh,
of
okay.
Darkness.
But I did one that was called Genius, and it was a fan-based one where you're basically a mad scientist and you have powers based on your role and shit. And I basically power rolled my entire character, so I had like acid for blood. I grew out bones like as weapons.
Oh, Marrow style.
Oh, dude, and I had to quote unquote scientifically explain this and how it was bioengineering and
Nice.
evolutionary tactics, and I had to kind of describe it, and it had to kind of make sense. And I got really friggin' lucky, because otherwise I was gonna have to roll damage every time I used my acid blood. Damage myself doing it, but
Yeah.
I rolled a 20.
Nice.
But we did
It's all
some
about.
weird shit. There were weird orphan children that weren't quite children that were creepy that we adopted.
Ah!
I was putting my stilettoed foot through eyeballs at the vampire mafia.
That's pretty standard stuff for vampire. I'm just kidding.
I was trying to be the big bad scary because we were definitely way too weak to handle the bosses. So I was just like, okay, let's be as scary as we fucking can. And I rolled. Should have wiped our party. It should have friggin' killed us outright. But I rolled ridiculously well again and scared the crap out of the vampire mafia.
Nice.
Nice.
Scared the crap out of the vampire mafia. That's a sentence.
That's
Yep.
a
Alright.
t-shirt for sure.
All right,
Sorry about that. I have returned. So what are we doing?
Welcome back.
I
What are we
think
doing?
I'm gonna go sneak in there. Yeah.
Ah,
I think we should get the doors closed to the star spawn.
Yes.
What are we gonna do?
We have anybody who can be invisible and ranged go down there and just prep.
Can somebody make me invisible? Oh wait, I might have invisibility.
No, but Mesnos is gonna go invisible and he's gonna.
Oh no, I can make more people invisible. It's Staff of the Magi, and it's only.
Concentration.
Oh, you're right. Damn it.
Sorry about
The,
It's okay. Mesnos is.
the staff doesn't concentrate for me, huh?
Mesnos has a
Stupid
plan.
staff.
What level can you
Well,
cast
I
it
just
out of the
wanna-
staff?
Just third. I can't upcast it. Yeah, because I know casting at higher levels.
When you cast
More
this level with a
creatures,
slot of
but-
third level or higher, you can target one additional
Oh.
creature. So you can make two people
So you
invisible.
can
Oh,
target two
so
of them.
actually it is second. Sorry.
Oh, second? Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, it's second level.
Okay.
All right. Does somebody want to donate their sending stone?
I don't think the sending stone thing's a good idea, personally.
I mean,
I think just the knock of the detect thoughts.
I think I
also
think she's
can
gonna think it's
cast
an
knock.
illithid. I think she's gonna
But
think
that's
it's an
not a good
illithid
idea.
knocking at the door.
what if I cast minor illusion and like wave in front of her. Do a little like face with the finger over the mouth.
There's a bad gal like right next to her.
Plus,
think
if
the
she's
two
meditating, she's not like looking.
Yeah, I think her eyes were closed.
Minor illusion can create sound, but
Yeah.
sound
just
is
whisper in her
problematic
ear.
because yeah.
What if I like just base the sound like inside her ear and whisper like, "Hey,
Would
Would
have
you
to
like
be
to
next
build
to
a
her
plan?
ear, because if you could
It's
put
free real estate.
any sounds inside of anybody's head, that gets fucky quick.
And
Yeah.
I think you'd have to be at least casting from the stairs, which would put you within
It's-
like a
It's a
foot. of
30
my-
feet, so he can
30
be where
feet.
I am.
and I have
But
he
a
also-
stealth sniper, so it's
But
puts-
how
Grace.
do you
He
know
was saying,
where? I guess
he
I
was
could have
saying
to.
puts him within a foot of the knights. Minor illusion, you do have to see where you're casting at, though, I believe.
Doesn't say.
I think
Well,
it's just
Even
You
even
just
if you
create
don't,
a sound or image within range.
even if you don't, you're doing that right next to the one that could be bad. And
Right.
She could hear it.
And I think it's just use them as undercover invisibility. Basically at the stairs, waiting to blast people, and we let Zark try to communicate.
I think that's a bad idea. She's, as far as she knows, she's surrounded by enemies. If she is on our side,
Doesn't detect thoughts let you know what's coming in?
That's
Well,
so
what-
the determination that Ty made was that she's a powerful psionic. I probably can expect that she's gonna have at least a decent idea of not who I am by recognition of having met me, but who I am by
Some
my
identify-
I guess by my psychic handshake. Like the basically she's gonna know I'm a Githzerai, correct?
if you're not careful with it, yes.
Sure. If I just go stabbing around in her brain, that's actually because that's a good point. Because detect thoughts. Hold on. Let me look at this.
If you probe.
Okay,
using-
so I don't have yeah, I guess that's the thing. If I attempt to probe deeper, am I targeting specific information or memories or concepts, or am I just getting through the surface to what's deeper? Because it says if they fail their wisdom save, I gain insight to its reasoning, emotional state, something that looms large in its mind.
Mm-hmm.
And if their wisdom save succeeds, I get the spell ends. So
They can also choose.
I was
to
kind of
fail their
thinking if
saving
I could
throw.
say like, "Hey, I'm probing." Gosh, what would I probe for? That would be like, "Hey, by the way, I'm a friend." Happy memories. I don't know. That's weird.
It's all sorts of things to try.
Oh no.
Hold on, we're being dumb, aren't we?
Okay. Hey, I have a +5 to intelligence. Okay.
Let me have a. Thought we gave Viser. No, it's telekinesis, not telepathy.
I know. That's what I was looking at. Straight telepathy is an 8th level spell that I do not have. Oh,
The thing-
Ty, we discussed this while you were unpresent.
Present. Okay.
Yes, telepathic bond.
Yeah.
Cast as ritual. It says 8 willing creatures of my choice within range, within 30 feet.
That's correct.
How, in this context, what does willing mean? Do I?
So you would try. Basically, you can't force it on somebody, but you can reach out to somebody and they can choose to connect to you. But you
Okay.
can't force your way into somebody.
Basically, yes, it is a phone call that they can.
They can pick up or they can reject.
Is there any sort of caller ID on this?
Yeah, I guess that's how. What? How does that? What is the the calling card for this telepathic bond of like, hey, somebody's trying to talk to you in your mind. Is
So
it like my voice? Like, hey, I would like to telepathically connect with you.
Basically, with that one, I would say it's pretty much kind of customizable, just because, especially when you're going through the ritual of connecting these 8 people. For the most part, it would just be silent. But if you're going through, but I'd say you can. It'd be an intelligence check, I think, to shape the message. Since normally I just think of it as all, since you're all just there and already confirmed as willing as it just
Right.
online.
That's
I'd give you some wiggle room to check to see if you could customize the message.
okay. So how do we feel about that?
I like it.
Yeah. Seems safest.
It's a caller ID.
Right. Okay. All right. Well then, come down to where I am so that we can more easily connect to the telepathic bond. I will join all of us that we may all communicate, and also be ready in case of problems. And I'm gonna Rary's telepathic bond.
All right. So, 10 minutes. You sit and start, kind of. Do you have any flavor for the ritual, or do you want me to go ahead?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So you guys watch as Zarek. It seems like he's part of the ritual. He seems to like almost draw something on his forehead, and then he pushes it out in each of your directions after whatever he's doing seems to have formed. And Zarek, you're slowly just tracing the names of the people that you wish to connect to, and you kind of throwing them out. And then when you come to the last one, you just put Anarch, and then you concentrate and you just drop it almost through the floor. All of you, you feel all of a sudden kind of just this awareness of an extra of Zarek's mind, but not just Zarek, but all of you. All of your minds suddenly connected to each other.
Good.
You hear kind of a little bit of almost feedback and with like a touch of static when Blood Scales is connected.
Thank you.
I got you.
That's what I wanted.
And then when it does connect to this Gith Zerai, all of you suddenly feel as this you've been plunged into a still pond, not cold, not warm, but almost like you're floating. Your mind seems to be almost weightless and floating in just the breadth of this person's intellect and wisdom. And as it connects, you hear now that is interesting. Hello, Inspector. 3 tiefling? You are a wild kind of magic, aren't you? There are too many dragons for that one body. Demon who's no longer a demon. Orc who's no longer an orc. A long journey has brought you here.
Anarch, we have come to rescue the captives on this ship, and we have defeated the Illithid and their Lich commander who control the ship and have brought it back to Zerthkitlor.
So then, the danger of losing what I've built is, well, as you say, passing.
That is our hope, yes. But we were concerned there were others of our people on this ship who had succumbed to Phobator's lies, his deceptions. And I feared that you perhaps had been similarly tainted.
He has tried to convince me. He has refrained from killing me, for I am valuable to him. But I refuse to give up what I've created to create something that no one can appreciate. There's no sharing in what he offers. There's only aloneness and imaginary friends, all agreeing with you, all being the same as you. One does not grow with conversations inside. He does not understand that.
That was my conclusion as well. It is good to hear that you are well. We are concerned about your safety and eliminating the enemies down there with you. So we formed this bond so that we could communicate with you and ascertain the situation.
Very well. I'm ready to strike whenever you are. For this Githyanki, I can tell, has been waiting to take over. I do not believe this is where they originally came from. I believe they themselves are captive, but they wish to always control while claiming chaos.
Okay. We will prepare ourselves and then we will inform you of the plan and the moment to strike.
Very well. And if I somehow do not make it through this, I am Vetnera. I created the libraries of Shrocket-Lor. If they dissolve, you will have, if I die, there's a short time to warn the city. Make it there with utmost haste.
Acknowledged.
All of you hear that because you're all connected.
Ready?
I had one of the guards know that. So they're forewarned.
Or you let Rinzag know. Rinzag and Rudak.
What?
Did she say if the Githyanki next door was going to be a problem?
Yes, yeah. She said that Githyanki next to her was just waiting to be able to be able to take over.
So if we let him know, her, I don't remember if we ascertained. Okay, it's all. All right. So yes, if we let her know that there's a power vacuum, she won't be just like, hey, yeah, okay, cool, thanks. But it'll be okay, my turn.
Yeah, so we should.
So yeah, we should fight her. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have how many guards and now a Githyanki?
2 guards.
I guess that I.
Two
And
guards.
one Githyanki,
Githera,
and then a
sorry.
powerful Githera ally.
So I was right. One Githyanki, because I was talking about who we're fighting.
Well, yes. Okay, sure. Yeah.
Technically,
and we're going to
3
have
Githyanki tour guards, but
Two, three.
and we're going to
three
have the
Githyanki.
ship close the doors to the star spawn.
Yes.
I will inform the ship that.
the ship instantly closes the door. This time the Githyanki are kind of like looking around a little bit.
I think the 2 stealth boys probably would be best going in, and then the rest of us can kind of rush in.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up with my biggest hit on the Lady Githyanki.
Mesnos, who also is going invisible, is also going to line up something.
And he did have a short rest, so he has all his spells back.
So,
Oh, I know, motherfucker, I know. I clicked that button, I know. Don't you fucking worry about it, baby girl.
Multi-class.
also got Pass Without a Trace going. So
Oh, I'm gonna do a stealth check with passes out a trace.
Sure.
That might be enough to get me going.
So I think, just to let everyone know what I'm thinking,
20.
is once I initiate, I'm gonna get into the room, try and get to the far side to clear room in the doorway for our melee folks and the guards.
I'm just gonna stand behind the melee folks, and when they burst in, I'm just gonna burst in, but stealth.
So quiet first, a little pop.
Yeah. Okay, so should we have the less stealthy people on the stairs ready to go? Is the main door open or closed at this point?
The main door
Main
is still
door's
open.
Okay.
Oh,
So we're not going to alert anybody by opening it. But we also could alert people by walking down the hallway in plain view of the door.
The hallway is a T-shape, not a T-shape. So the stairs connect to each other, left to right, and there's a doorway that goes up, which is the room that we're talking about, and the doorway that goes down, which is the star spawn. So you're going to come down the stairs, and there's going to be an immediate left or right, depending on which stairway you come, get into this room.
Okay.
So they're not going to see you coming until you come down the stairs.
Sure.
They might hear you, but they're not going to see you until you're right on top of the guard.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we've got a pretty solid plan here.
all right.
Mesnos, do you want to initiate or do you want me?
Same time.
Same time.
All right. Stealth checks from everybody.
Should I redo mine?
No, we got yours. That's fine.
And with pass out trace, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm adding pass on top of all these.
Bloodscale is just not moving from the top of the stairs because he can rush like a motherfucker.
Cool. Ulu, are you doing the same or are you sneaking?
And I'll try to sneak.
Okay. Roll that beautiful stealth footage.
Oh yeah.
School.
What's that?
TJ was a percussionist.
I was
Alright.
asking if
Wow.
you were a percussionist in high school.
Damn, Ulu got the same
was.
stealth roll I did? Nice.
Ulu's sneaky
Oh, I
today.
am a tiefling. Oh yeah, because I'm fucking
She's
short.
a lot shorter.
Oh, yeah.
She has the stealth of a halfling. That's amazing.
She's got the strength of a half orc though, because that could really.
Yeah,
fuck
she
people.
does. Yeah.
Her stats.
Ant-Man nonsense. Oh.
Dude.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. So 20 was the lowest roll. Okay. Yeah, you guys are fine. So everybody, I'm gonna put you guys on the landing. Oh, pumpkin shush. Pumpkin spiced shush.
She wants more percussion.
She really does, is the silly thing.
I'm noticing that she's like seems to be really enjoying herself when you do, and then every time you slow down, she starts getting upset with you.
So
It's
weird.
adorable.
Top of the stairs. Punky Brewster, knock it.
Knock it. Don't knock it till you find it.
Oh, gross! That's so much spit.
So
don't
can I
know why
hold
this
my incinerate and at the door until I see the engage?
If you don't use
And
it for 6 seconds, you'll lose the spell. If you want to try to hold it.
Okay, so you guys just warn me when you're going to, like when you're about to engage, and then I'll ready my spell.
I will say.
Yeah, we have the telepathic bond because we're gonna be talking to.
But you
Did you put her name in chat?
Oh no, I didn't. That's a good point. Vithnera.
Everybody's name here sounds like a sneeze.
We'll just say.
I
We'll
was
just
pretty
think
close to
now
that.
when we launch the attacks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And
Who's it take left? Mesnos
We just
take
do
right.
it. We do a 3 count. We're good.
Well, I'm going after her. She's my primary target.
well, is there a verbal component to your spell?
Hold on. I don't know.
Which one is
Well,
it?
I would say that when it happens, right?
No, because it all. Oh, gross! That's so bitch. No, because immediately when you start casting, if it has a verbal component, it'll make noise. So you would know that you're in the past when you've done things like this. You usually get a surprise round, so you don't have to hold something and then go. You can all just go together.
Okay, so we'll just go together.
Mesnos is going to think, especially to Uza, that he actually has a plan for the heavy hitter.
Okay, well, I mean, what?
Yeah, I mean,
I had a plan, and you said no earlier, so I mean.
I've got a plan too.
Well, no, that was Bloodscale that said it was right. It was, Mesnos is gonna remind you that as long as he hits somebody, he can actually send them through the lower planes for a fuck ton of damage.
Well, I'll do mine, and then you do yours, and then because if you do yours first and she doesn't die, comes back.
She's gone
And-
for a turn.
Right,
but
if we
I could
whammy her
stun
with,
her.
if he stuns her, I hit her with the assassinate, and then if she's still alive, then just drag her.
Yeah.
Or
It's no
drag
such-
her. She's gone for a turn. We can take care of the two others, and then when she comes back, we can just shit stomp the little kid.
She can also be stunned for a turn. I'm just
Well, if
saying,
she's-
I
if
think
she's
if she's going to
stunned-
be this
Do
big of a
yours.
problem.
Do yours.
Well, I know we should. If she's not
Do
dead,
yours.
she'll still be stunned. So that's what, like, there's no risk.
All right. So what are we doing?
Just attacking the one on the right.
No,
The
no,
left?
one on the left. The one in blue is the.
No,
is
I'm
the
attacking the guard on the right.
guard on the right. Okay.
That's what
Alright.
Mesnos is attacking. Thank you.
Perfect. All right. So everybody choose your targets. Go ahead and roll initiative real quick, just in case we need it.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
I've been rolling shit.
Excuse
for
me.
this.
I like how people with much less to their modifiers are rolling just as well as you.
Yeah,
That's brutal.
yeah. Roll 20 is just shitting on me this week. I could not roll above an 8 when I
Oof.
played on Sunday.
Brutal.
Ulu, did I miss your roll? Also, Zephyr. I don't see yours.
That's a stealth.
That's a.
God, initiative.
God damn it.
Bless you.
I got
Thank
it.
you.
Where's my token?
We'll just.
There you are.
What's your initiative bonus? I'll just put it plus the one.
It's +5.
Plus 5. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
No, it's +4. Sorry.
Plus 4. Okay, so it's 5 total.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, and then we'll put Zephyr to 9. And then. Oh yeah, your new token. Sorry, this is you now. I didn't even. I forgot to tell you. Just temporarily.
No, I figured it out.
Okay. Perfect. I was like, oh yeah.
There are
this
only
is-
so many purple tieflings. Wait, there are 2, but
so gross. All right, perfect. So with that, sorry, I just slime lag. It's a thing.
I just keep thinking you're saying that about something about D&D. I'm like, what? There's nothing wrong with being purple.
It ain't easy
gross.
being purple.
Purple tiefling? What is that?
What happened to you? All right, Bunkin.
But I'm not slimy.
Oh, sorry. You guys do indeed are sneaky. You are indeed sneaky enough to get your surprise round off. So Zarek, you're up first. What you doing?
Really? Goodness, I'm never first. All right. This guy here's getting a disintegrate.
Okay. And he is flat-footed, so he has disadvantage on his save.
Please, 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 please.
Yeah, let this thing work.
Ooh.
Yay.
Okay. So he takes 77
Disintegrate went
force
off.
damage. You guys watch. So the first opening shot from Zarek as he fires out, hits the chest plate, goes through the chest plate, burns away most of him, and you see he just kind of is like holding what's left of his chest as he's kind of bleeding out through everywhere, still barely alive.
Githyank, you're trash.
Trash. Trash. Get out of here with that trash.
All right. Bloodscale, what are we doing? Surprise
I
round.
don't know, nobody
Y'all's
nobody
action.
thought now yet, so
Sorry, we're going to the
I was
everybody thought
standing
now
here.
at the same time. You heard
Nobody-
him think disintegrate.
do I also hear it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is that
die
a fire hit?
trash.
All right.
That
Then
cabbage
as
keyboard.
as a bull charging through a china shop.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. You run in, make your beautiful bean attacks. What's with the beautiful beans today, Ty?
I don't know.
Run in, and run in.
As always, he would have done a thing.
Rajade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yosh.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll hit. So 31 and 36 for 67 points of damage.
There was no great weapon master. Or
Oh, no great weapon? Oh, okay.
Straight.
Straight up? Okay, so 47.
47.
Yeah,
You
you
damage anyone that you're marking.
you run in, and he's not even looking at you as you just kind of hit her, like one strike right in the middle, goes right through the armor as it plunges in. You pull around, spin your axe for just a second, and then come around and give him a matching one on the front. Alright, and then they are... Whoop. Put them in the initiative, why not? But they are currently surprised. Uza!
Alright. I am going to shoot. I'm going to use my Blessing of Akadi. Add some
Perfect.
lightning damage to this shot. And make my attack at advantage. Where is it? What the hell? Where's all my stuff?
What? I didn't touch anything.
I leave this in my other body.
It unequipped a bunch of my stuff for some reason.
What the hell? I promise you I touched nothing.
No, you're good.
They're weird. Damn.
Sorry, 1 second here.
No, you're good. Character sheet.
Go through and
Oh, that is weird. Oh, I see it. It's at the top.
well now.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
23. That hits.
32.
32. That definitely hits.
Almost one way from a crit.
Alright,
I'm not in
so-
the turn order.
You're not in the turn order. Get in the turn order. See?
I got 8.
So I rolled poorly too. God damn it, that's a lot of ones.
Okay, so
30, 34, 42, 52 points of damage, and she needs a Constitution saving.
Perfect.
Let's see. here.
Constitution saving throw plus 9 is a 25.
She's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, dicks.
Zephyr. Oh, sorry.
Go to the other realms.
It's impressive.
Do we get a full turn, or is it just the attack?
It's just the attack. Zephyr. Action. Action.
Which one was hit with disintegrate? The one on the left or the
Yeah, the one on the
One
left.
next to
He
you.
is
Okay.
looking brutal.
And the one on the right is untouched for the most
No,
part.
he's been attacked by Bloodscale. He's taken significant damage as well. Not as much, but
You skipped
significant.
Mesnos entirely.
What the hell? He's not in the turn order.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
is.
is.
He's
What the hell?
10. He's right alongside of Uza.
Mesnos, sorry. Mesnos go.
Well, he's going after the one Bloodscale went after, so Zephyr can still hit the guy on the left.
Perfect. Blight for 43.
Damn.
That's a Constitution saving throw. Plus 5 equals 24. He makes a save, so half damage.
Yeah.
22 points of damage. And you see as Mesnos kind of reaches out, and you see that tether of Blight connect, and you see as he pulls it almost breaks as the Githyanki kind of almost flexes through it. But it's still, you can still see a lot of the life kind of pull out of him, and as he just comes a little bit more gaunt. All right, now Zephyr. Sorry.
Which one's looking rougher?
The guy on the left by far. What
Okay, then I'm gonna hit the guy on the right.
are you gonna hit him with?
We'll
Her
show
best shot.
Fire away.
Hit
Okay.
me with your best shot.
Constitution save. That's a
Beanie, beanie.
12 doesn't make it this time. As you watch, you as he kind of flexes through the one, another tether slashes onto him, and he kind of looks over at you, and you see this just look of oh fuck, boy, as all the life just kind of pulls out of him as he just falls over, blighted out of existence. Nice
Going
there.
to walk around. Oh, can I do movement?
This is just an attack phase, and then movement afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Or no, yeah, you can move. Sorry. Yes, you can. Nobody else wanted to move, but let's get moved. Yeah, everybody can move.
I'm moving around so I'm not out of his opportunity. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go out of his range.
Okay. He's gonna take a swipe at you since he's been attacked in the turn. No, wait. He's surprised for the whole round, so he's still not able to take opportunity attacks. All right, if I say, because it counts as a whole round of surprise.
With hellish rebuke.
Sorry.
I'm gonna use my assassinate immolate on the same target that Uza hit.
Perfect. Roll the attack. Dexterity saving throw, and she is flat-footed, so she gets disadvantage.
Yes!
That's
Both of them
roll.
fail.
Okay. All right, and
Nice.
then so that's 28 plus 16, so that's 40. Bringing 6, 46, 44.
44.
Perfect. All right, so 44 points of damage, doubled to 88, and she's still standing.
Damn! 88 and still standing.
All right, and then Ulumfa.
Can I stealth,
you can-
re-stealth, or?
You cannot. No, you can only move. It's attack and move. It's
And
a
if I-
surprise round. That's it.
Okay. What's that? But I have that rogue thing. I'm just
Surprise. It's because it's a surprise round. Yet normally you could. It's because it's specifically
Okay.
a surprise round. All right, Ulumfa.
I'm definitely gonna step out of the visibility. Oh, I guess I can't move. Whatever. Never mind.
You can move. Yeah, go ahead and move.
Just take a step back.
Perfect. You're against a wall. Oh no, sorry. You can step up the stairs. There you go. All right. Ulu, what do you want to do? Okay, there we go.
Over here.
Excellent.
And attack that one.
Right, roll an attack. "24 hits. Go and roll the damage for your first attack before rolling the next one. 10. Okay.
He might be dead.
And then, oh, he's so close. Not quite. And then the second attack misses. Third attack.
Yep. Yep.
Yep, that'll hit and that'll finish him off as you just kind of you run in, you stab through the back, spin around and off with the head, gone. And then it's at this point the Githzerai who is attached to you all. She's gonna go.
Oh, nice.
She's just going to turn to the she's gonna turn to the Githyanki and she whispers something. Make a perception check if you want to hear what she whispers, and then she's going to
Man, my perception. Oh, hey.
Do we
Not
have to? Figuring we're still telepathically bonded to
Oh,
her?
I forgot about the telepathic bond. Yeah, that's a good point. You turn and then you hear almost in your head, she's establishing something will last. Will give you something to hold on to in the next life. And then she punches into her, all 3 strikes landing and doing way more damage than she needs to. As you see, she first strikes at the bottom base of the spine, and you see something let go as she starts to crumple, and then she catches as she's falling with an uppercut, and then stands her back up before just a haymaker, and then just you see the bones shatter as she just annihilates this poor surprised Githyanki. As the Githyanki hits the ground like a sack of potatoes. You see, she kind of looks at her hands and dusts them off, and then looks to the rest of you. Well, hello.
I wave. Hello. Like sticking my head up from the stairs.
There's still 2 like weird things on the other side of that door. Should we just take them out or what?
What's going on back here?
Oh yeah, that's where the
So-
star spawn were.
I believe beyond that door is what they do to those who are no longer useful. I believe there's something horrible done. There were far more Githzerai than what you have mentioned rescuing.
Yeah, these things are like we ran into these things. They became a dwarf king that made metal men and then made a copy of me.
They're nasty.
So again, should we take this out while we're here?
I say we
I
kill
mean, yeah.
I will fight by your side if this is something you choose, or I will fight alone.
I have something I would like to try.
Very well.
Fire! fireball.
Yeah, can we also have Viserion on this?
Yeah, I can also contribute a fireball if that's what we're thinking.
It's the staff of the Magi. It's fun.
Okay, so you guys are going
double
to.
up.
And Zarek doesn't
Wait, are we
normally
doing-
have.
Are we doing pop the door and throw in a bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll roll the grenade through the door and back up. Yeah, I like
Then close the door again. So
Okay, alright, okay. I just want to make sure I'm understanding what's going on, but yeah. Surprise!
yippee ki
Okay, so
Ooh, I have a Bloodscale wants to try a thing too.
alright, so you guys all line up at the door. Let's see what she has for this sort of thing.
I honestly don't know if it'll hit anything, but Bloodscale's gonna do a thing to feel important.
Oh, she's just gonna be like, well, if you want, just to make sure that it's entirely safe, would you like to aim at the ceiling?
Hmm? Why?
Oh,
Is there something I didn't see in there?
No, I can reverse the gravity, so that way they are helpless.
Oh
in the
boy.
air.
That sounds excellent.
Hit it with everything.
All right. Yeah. Let me know when. And she kind of just gets into a ready stance.
So Zephyr, if you could ask our friend to open the door on the count of 3.
Do that.
And then 1, 2, 3. The door opens, and as it does, she just kind of moves her hand like
Phew.
this. The gravity reverses, and then go and roll your attacks.
Shizayo.
I'm also attacking. Not with anything huge.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, roll anything you guys are attacking with real quick, and I'm gonna get her.
I hit everybody with that.
Oh, it's just change gravity. Spell has its normal effect, except for that she can orient it in any direction. So she's just gonna be. It just goes. It doesn't even have a save. Fucking hell. And your
That's
thunder
rad.
waving. Thunder waving isn't that the one that's around you?
No, it goes outward in a cone,
Oh,
and
in a
it
cone?
hits both of them 15 feet.
Perfect.
So I hit both of them.
Perfect. And then, all right. So let's take a look and see what we're doing. We're shot at the top with the. Oh wait, they're in reverse gravity. They don't have their legs under them. There's no dexterity saving throws to be made. So we're just gonna go with 35 and 24, so fucking 59. And then you watch as Bloodscale opens his mouth, and you see just this fucking dazzling light display of fire, ice, force, radiant, all these different types of magic come bursting out. Go and roll your breath weapon damage again. Another 3d6,
Okay.
because your current form is nuts. All right, so another 20 points of damage on top of that. Then the thunder wave bursts out of your hands for another 19. Mesnos is going to fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts, 1 for each of you. Do you know what he rolled for the attacks on that? Oh, 17 and 14.
14,
Blood
well,
spell.
not great.
Blood skill cast Thunder Wave.
14 and 12 both miss as they kind of bounce off the masks. Akadi's Justice does hit and does get sneak attack damage because they are
17 hit?
Do get
17
pushed
would hit,
10
yeah,
feet
sorry.
away.
So
They
9
do
points.
get pushed 10 feet away too,
Perfect.
though.
They're blasted 10 feet away and just floating in air as which one are you attacking, Uzo?
I don't know, the one on the left?
Perfect. Okay. Let me I can get all this. So
Good old left.
My left, not my left.
Yeah, stage left.
That's fine, because Mesnos was going for his right, not your right.
Perfect.
Aim. What's that?
Throw some
this
fire
one's
script in there to-
obliterated, and then this one is still barely alive.
Well, that's just rude.
It's gonna be confused when she wakes up.
Well, does people want to take a shot with her bow real quick?
Oh yeah, ooh, you can get in on this.
Spear.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that'd be bow.
Yeah, go ahead and fire your bow 3 times if you'd like. Which may not be accurate, but you are quick. 23 hits, 9 misses. 7 misses.
Oh.
Roll your damage. 8 piercing. And an arrow just after everything blows up and it's just kind of suspended in the air, kind of flailing around on, still smoldering and concussed and then you just see this lone arrow, and then 2 others off to the sides. And it is looking really, 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 really rough. We'll give it a chance. It didn't. Oh, it did. Okay. It is going to. Oh, yeah. It is going to try something. It is really, really kind of stuck in the air, so it's going to try to use its psychic ability to dominate monster on, let's roll a dice.
I am not an
2.
animal.
See, 2 is going to be, actually, you are an animal. Vice, go ahead and...
I am a human being. How can dominate animal be used on me?
It is
Dominate
a
monster means
creature.
it works on a creature, not just
Yep.
humanoids.
Yeah, I'm not a creature.
Versus dominate
Yes,
person.
you are.
You are still considered a creature. It does work on you. Make
Why
a...
am
Yes,
I
creatures.
considered a creature?
because everything's a creature.
But I'm,
Just trust me on this one.
I do. The phrasing is stupid.
Wisdom saving throw.
What is it?
Wisdom saving throw?
Oh, Vicer the Wise strikes again.
6. Okay, you are dominated.
All right, guys. I
So
only have
you
4th
did
level
say this was a
spells.
psychic ability, not a spell.
Yes, yeah, this is a psychic creature ability, not a spell. Zarek, you are up, because that's all it can do, suspended in air like that.
Okay. Understood.
Thank God I don't have any good spells left.
Pew. Pew.
Oh, this thing's dead anyways. Doesn't matter.
Those both hit.
Wait, hold on. Pew.
Okay, yep, that hits too. 8, 13, 7, and that's it. You guys watch as Vicer, you just kind of stands up a little straighter for a second, and then just Zarek just blasts it apart. As you are left in the room, there's just these bubbling pools. You can see now looking in. If you wander into the room and look inside, they are.
Looking.
I'm not going anywhere near this shit.
I'm looking.
Right, so as you look inside, there is a lot of those same worms, but they are chewing through the bodies of things. It's hard to tell what, if anything, has been here before, as there's just pieces and bones left, and they're eating even the bones. There's this fine pink purple sediment that they kind of dig into and are coming out of. There are quite a few in here.
Can we kill them?
I think it would be in our new friend's best interest if we cleared this investment.
Yeah, I don't want this infesting the poor boy, so... I'm gonna moonbeam
Okay.
and then just move it to the different pools.
Okay. Roll moonbeam damage. We'll say 8 times. Okay. Just keep rolling damage.
I'll help her out
Keep
and
rolling it?
Yeah.
hit him with that
So
sweet
2d10.
firebolt as well.
Okay. And then roll your firebolt damage 6 times. What the fuck? Okay. Jesus, guys. What the hell is going on over there? Look at all these 9s, 10s, fucking 3 crits. Are you shitting me? Okay, yeah, you guys just burned through these motherfuckers. They don't stand a chance. You
More
guys, so,
upsetting.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're going through the. You just boil the shit out of the water with the, and then as if they try like to scuttle out or jump over, they're just caught in the moonbeam and there's nowhere for them to go. You guys just systematically just burn through all of these little worms. There are none left. Bloodscale, you
About the big pool on the other side.
that's been flushed out. There's nothing in there except for like a little film where it was clearly much more full.
Oh, that was where the big dude came from. That's where he got flushed.
Yeah, and then you see these tubes connecting into the wall, And you get the idea that whatever the worms don't eat were sucked up and put into that bigger pool. And Zadok, give me an intelligence check.
Boy.
All right, so with an 11, debating whether to give you advantage or not because this is astral sea nonsense. Oh wait, you're a planes expert. So go ahead and roll one more time.
Woohoo.
13. Okay. So looking at this, you would kind of guess that these tubes had something to do with that other pool. But with having the Gith, the two most powerful Gith at the head of that pool, there's something about shaping involved with this. Like it's taking from these and shaping it into something else.
I'm just gonna ask the Anarch. What was the purpose of this pool? We surmised that there was the creature that was formerly in it. We saw it ejected into the plains as we traveled. But what were the Illithid having you do?
Now you must understand, as I explain what I have had to do, that there was a significant body of work I do not wish to lose, significant portions of the anchored city. This was my only reason for not destroying myself before they could use me for these processes.
I understand. Our
to
people and our cultural heritage are important.
The few anchors we have in this place are not to be given up lightly. No, the flesh and, well, most of the meat and a few of the bone were used to feed and create more of the worms. The brains, a small portion of the muscle, and all of the teeth and bone were used and fused together. Many separate things used to make one large, gigantic monstrosity. It was capable of being both anchored to Limbo's madness, but unanchored to one shape, with all the many minds pulling in one direction, and one larger, more in control brain. Some other thing that was in the pool when I was captured, to direct these all in one direction, so it would be capable of shaping itself into whatever it needed to attack whatever they had planned for it. It was my job, and she looks down the commanders to assist in its shaping and assist in controlling the others that were added to it.
Really glad that thing got flushed.
As am I. I hope its many minds are able to pull it apart and find their own either salvation or obliteration, for the fate that they are currently tied to is not one I envy for anything.
Agreed. Well, what do you suggest that we do? That we can restore this creature to as close to its original state as possible.
This creature has unfortunately, it seems unhindered by what has happened to it, but its original state is unfortunately unknown to me. And these creatures are formed on the borders of thought and elemental planes. They do not necessarily have to make as much functional sense as the rest of us do. I believe that this place was once its stomach and intestines, responsible for once it consumed something, and this juices were once its stomach acid. I believe it somehow should know of its original state, whether it should only be a feeling that it knows different from its life now. We may be able to guide it through healing to become whole once again, rather than trying to construct it ourselves.
be nice. I'll let him know, the ship know, that we're trying to figure out how to heal him so that he is like he was before we found him.
Well,
And then we will go to the sea.
oh yeah.
I mentioned, like, we are going to find the sea for him, right?
May I see it again?
If
I pop it out.
Yeah, by now you know exactly where the eyes are. Good to go.
He really wants to go there. That's his...
And everybody outside just sees an ocean like, what the fuck? Is this limbo shit or no? That's magic.
I
Alright.
picture it just being two small squares that appear over his eyes like blinders almost.
I was imagining like full cups around. Like,
Oh, there you go.
But either way makes sense. You'll hear like almost like a well, as if it's sighing with relief.
Alright. Maybe we could send it. Maybe we could send it to some sort of, I don't know, water area.
Plane?
I believe the plane of water would ideal location.
Yeah. I
Or there should be many great seas on the prime material plane.
absolutely.
Are we positively 100% sure that there are no other little worm dudes hanging out on this ship?
Ask the ship.
Can you feel anything else aside from us on the ship?
I feel more at peace than I have my entire existence. I feel only the friends within, and only the ocean I see.
Is there any way
He's in
we-
his happy place right now. There's nobody in here.
I mean,
But
if I had a parasite right now, I couldn't tell you if I had it either. Is there any way we can be
You
more
wanna be-
certain?
Yes,
Down
can
with
do
the parasites, there's friends.
We
You can
can-
do investigation
we can
checks.
go do investigation.
Oh, investigation.
stuff.
Okay.
Guidance!
Take it to a wow. All right. Starting off hot with a 25 and a 22.
Oh, natural one.
Just
I
getting it
got
out
a
of the
natural
way.
one and I still...
Look at
Task
still did
failed
it, Derek.
successfully.
Ooze is just poking at what's underneath Bloodscale's bear cloak at the moment.
Then you
I
catch
didn't
a
do
It's one of those wormy things.
you catch a sight of the foot. Suddenly remember what's under there. And
No, uncomfortable.
but Zephyr and Zarek, between the two of you going through the ship, you guys are pretty thorough, and you know there's no more anywhere you knock on instantly opens for you. There seems to be no other life on the ship other than you guys. You know, there's you guys, the broken Modron, and then the bodies of the Illithids and the headless Illithid body, Illithid body,
Clear
and
the
then,
bodies out of the creature, so...
Point of order: let the bodies hit the floor.
they already did long ago.
Really
Bloodscale is
wish I
just
had a
man
slot for
moding
another
and just picking up
disintegrate.
multiple bodies at once and just taking them
And
out.
the Modrons and stuff.
Zarek, you would know that bodies without a consciousness loosed on the astral sea tend to disintegrate by themselves with no mental.
There's just a
consciousness to hold them
satisfaction of
together.
doing it myself. Anyway, yeah,
That's
let's
funny.
chuck it overboard.
Perfect. So,
Some kind of Modron.
Yeet!
real quick,
Bloodscale is keeping the commander at the moment.
keeping the commander. Okay.
Dig bodies.
Oh,
Gonna be-
roll. Both Zephyr and Zarek, give me an Arcana check as you're getting bodies and tossing them.
Oh, I want to check those bodies before they toss it. If there's anything cool.
Gotta check them
And
bodies.
loot the
Which-
bodies.
Which bodies are you checking before I go over what's cool?
I will do knights and then commander.
Okay, nothing cool about them. They get thrown over and they disintegrate. So
Select
Zadok,
the commander.
perfect. Okay, you have the commander's body. Zadok, as you're you see these Modron, and with your you have advantage on this because it's planar knowledge. Go and roll Arcana again. I'm trying to remember all the stuff, guys. I'm sorry.
Ah!
Heyo.
A lot going on.
Well, fuck. Okay. How many 20s is that? Oh, Jesus, fuck it. Okay. So, looking at these Modron, you can tell that they have been distorted. They've been perverted and changed from their original states. You also know that Modron, once set to a task, are unable to break out of that task. They are fully committed to that. But you saw how easily that the ritual they were doing, where they linked their life force and existence to this Illicid. But you know that these are all, other than the 5-armed one, that's a little more rare, but most of them are not hard to find. There are maybe millions of Modron in Mechanum, in the Mechanum. Mechanarium? Mechanicus, whatever. The plane of order.
Mechanarium.
Mechanarium, there it is. Thank you.
Macadamia.
Macadamia nuts. All right. So
Madagascar.
like how we're getting farther from
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah!
That's right, brother.
All right. And you know that they are relatively
Lighting the Macho Man prayer candle now.
Like you do.
and you know that these are super easy to find, and if they know how to do this, there might be other threats to face in the future that might use this same tactic, because this is like finding a health potion with how common these things are. Like, this might be a future problem to consider.
So, for Zach's clarity here, they
Sure.
were supplying the Illicid with life force to help him be more than
Help him
meets the eye.
help him reincarnate. So that's why he kept coming back to life, is because the ritual they were doing, they were
Gotcha.
Yep. So that's why when you came down, 3 were dead, because you killed him 3 times and he stole their life to come back.
Gosh, we should have just killed him in the first place.
Shoot
No,
first,
we're
ask
not that
questions
kind
later.
of murder hobos.
And we're very
This
different kinds
time.
of hobo.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why I said I'm
Yeah.
ruling
Oh
it out.
no, we
entirely,
were
but-
in the office of the damned, basically. You guys fucking wiped out all those demons in like one
It's like,
fell
you know
swoop.
what? You're in
fine
hell, so you probably should die.
I mean, hell's not a nice place.
That's what I hear.
You know,
I've
technically, I don't think Uza ever paid for killing that dwarven guard.
So,
Like in Kern at like level 7.
It's true.
So
There was a lot
Okay.
going on. Not a lot of people tracking what you were doing at that point.
It got a little crazy. I hid in a lot of corners.
Oh my god, he actually has a prayer candle, y'all. It's
yeah.
lit, and it's actually lit,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
live. I can see my camera. He actually did. That's fucking 10 out of 10.
where?
Oh yeah, in Discord. Holy
That's
shit, that's
amazing.
fucking amazing. This is
Oh,
that's
damn.
beautiful. It's
Hath invoked his name.
we lived
half
we
invoked his name.
moved into the new house too. You know, for good luck.
fucking hell.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Somewhere, someone is snapping into a Slim Jim.
You're damn right.
Snap into the afterlife.
wanna
Ooh, yeah. All
So
Oh,
Zephyr
no.
points out how tired she is.
right.
How we should all probably rest.
Yeah.
So are we headed back to dock?
We're
Yeah,
at
We're in the,
dock.
we're in the dock. Like we're
Yeah.
gonna go tell the guards and everything. We're gonna.
Yep.
I don't know. Wrap.
Go tell the people, the important people of the importantness.
This Mesnos is going to offer up if anybody wants to ask a few questions to this commander guy.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, speak with dead.
Does she have anything on her while they're prepping for that?
They're just her armor. So let me actually pull. So she has her armor. She has her great sword, which is a silvered great sword. If you guys want to add that to your loot, I guess you can have that. All of the Githyanki armor was destroyed by your guys' fucking insane attacks. Yeah, silver great sword, and then other than that, not really.
Be able
No.
to take her armor to post up in the fortress later.
Okay, yeah, you can take.
Nice.
Yeah, get
Put
right.
it underneath the head. Slowly make a
Put
statue.
Githyanki Supreme Armor, Supreme Commander Plate Armor damaged in your inventory. And Silver Greatsword. That
Commander. Armor.
And Zadok, you would know that the Silver Greatsword is capable of severing the cord between that tethers, like when somebody's astral projecting, they can cut that cord that tethers them to their body with it, instead of dealing damage.
It's useful.
All right. So with that, you watch as Mesno starts the spell, and he kind of stands over the back of her, and she starts to cry.
Oh, I feel like I'm there.
That's
What
my
a great
job.
DM.
Full immersion.
A lot of people aren't that good at sound effects.
But as he kind of puts his hands over, like, above her, as he kind of closes his eyes, he shakes his head for a second, and he's like, I found her. And then you see, as he opens his eyes are like this pure shock, like white, but there seems to be like almost a roiling mist behind his eyes. As he pulls his hands upwards, and you see almost like a marionette with strings, the commander pops up and just looks forward at all of you.
What do you wish to ask of the dead?
You have 3 questions. What do you want to know?
Does the lady with us have any questions?
I do, but
Real quick, Mesnos will also, because he should be able to do this, because he's doing the Speak with the Dead with Whispers of the Grave. He's going to do Master of Myriad of Forms, hopefully before, to look very much like the commander, but ever so slightly different.
oh yeah, I don't believe either of those are concentrations. So
Nope, I don't think so either.
he wants to look like a variant. So he wants to look like another commander.
But effectively, just so, because he would know Speak with the Dead. I mean, they can technically fuck with you a little bit.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. So he takes the form and shape of a different commander as, but now she is ready for questions.
Do like where they're based out of, so we could help you guys know better for later. We can do how they were captured. That'd be great.
That'd be good.
And then I don't know. I'm considering eating a chunk, so I don't know.
The lady, our lady friend, our new friend, may have
Our new lady friend.
our new lady friend may have some good question, like a good question to ask.
My
'Cause in,
question-
like,
my question is personal in nature. I don't think it will help you in your quest for knowledge.
Why
Well,
you
of the
such a
questions
bitch?
pitched so far, which ones would she know?
So you wanted to
So far-
know? Sorry.
So far, all the questions that Bloodscale pitched are actually more to help the Gith here deal with the bad Gith in general, like knowing where they're based, knowing, attack patterns, knowing strategies, stuff like that.
I would ask them how they became more powerful than us. They're
Alright.
not
Yeah,
the
that's a good
typical Githyanki.
I agree. Their abilities and their behaviors are most concerning.
Alright,
Alright, that seems like a good one to start with.
Perfect. So who's asking and how are you phrasing it? It's important.
Well, we're doing it through Mez because he is taking the form. So, and he will use the we, us, they.
Okay. Go ahead and phrase it out for me so I know what he's saying.
But I'm not Mez.
I know, but it's currently player stuff.
So, what is the source of our extra power and abilities?
Okay. And then so she looks up and she goes, another of the commander of the Kithrak. You will do not let the promise of power traded with Phobator take your freedom away. Our power and our unchained nature
They are what we gave to him. In replace, he gave us a task to bring him more. He then... And then she kind of taps under her head. He isn't here. He gave us the focus stones, but he gave them to us in our sleep. They are anchored in our souls.
Fun. So long story short, more of the dream shit that we got the other 4 out of.
I would say this is the first time that you've heard of anything given in the Dream or Nightmare realms having a persistence on the material plane, other than demons who are able to possess in nightmares, which is also something they should not be able to do.
All right, cool. So that's one question down.
Oh wait, that's shit. Zach, make another Arcana check at advantage because this is this is planar nonsense. Are you
How's that? Huh? What do you feel about that? Huh?
Okay, so to you, Zadok, this would indicate that the barriers between planes are becoming so thin that the aspects of your soul and aspects of the things that are normally intangible, incorporeal, basically the soul and the mental aspects, like your astral projection, things are so thin between the two that things that happen in dreams or objects and things that come through dreams are able to affect the real world. And therefore, it's so thin that having an object that your soul possesses affect your body, this is exceedingly dangerous. This is 1,000 times thinner than you thought it was. This is this is getting dangerous.
Hashtag.
Okay. I think we should ask where they are amassing their forces, where they are gathering in order to send out these raids. Clearly they have some need of our most powerful, our most gifted minds for whatever Photor is planning, and things are much worse than I ever expected.
Yay.
And I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna go into detail with him on that so I understand it too.
Wait, what?
Basically, just like details of why it's so dangerous, why it's so thin. Basically, repeating what you said, making him repeat it.
Okay.
So that we know.
So does Speak with Dead have a time limit involved with it?
10 minutes, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will explain once we have finished our interrogation.
Okay. Next question.
Let's see. So if I heard right, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Going from the standpoint of needing directions, Zarek /DM give me the location of a Astral Sea milestone that's always there that I can use, that people would know about, to get directions from.
Okay. So basically you're asking, in regards to, compared to the closest astral marker stone, where are you located?
Where the rating...
How do
Where
we
the rating-
get back
rating-
to base?
Where the meeting point is, basically?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
From X known location,
Okay.
how to get to raiding party gathering point Y.
Okay. So again, the head kind of shudders for a second, and then
From the spawning stone of...
oh my god. Sorry, 1 second. My brain just totally crapped out on me. Oh my god.
We looked at baby and we're like, baby. Ah, fuck.
Baby.
The toad-looking dudes that you fought 1 billion years ago. In the
Lot
sewers.
lad.
Slad. Thank you.
From the great spawning stone of the sloth. You head the direction of the...
Calm down. Okay, you're okay. Shh.
Head the direction of the crying baby.
We'll snort
Just
angry
listen
snort.
carefully and head in that direction.
So, and Zarek, you would know that the spawning stone is so massive that it's like its own like tiny city continent sort of thing. I know. I hear you. It's organized by rank, which is colored for the slod because they're not very progressive. There you go.
That's not very progressive.
But so when the commander specifies that they're off of the Gray Spire, that it's almost like a splattered out star shape. That's really messed up. It's not like a full star, but it does have like peaks and stuff where there's collective. So there is like a small, like the Gray are some of the most powerful, other than the Death Slot. But it can be used almost as like a floating compass, literally in the astral sea in space. And so when she says off of the Gray Spire, to go, basically you hit it and follow that direction. So
Off of the Grey Spire, travel till you are tired, or till you see the banners in the sky or on another ship. We are the 8th Kithrak, and we gather forces. Then we hunt these beautiful creatures, and we are supposed to be able to give them with their occupants after the raid and keep the power traded.
Okay. I
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think our third question should go to our new lady friend. I think she's earned it.
Yeah.
She did that cool punching and all that
Yeah, the person.
gravity magic stuff. It was rad.
Is it 3
And if she
questions or
wishes to,
5?
she can pull the attention and ask the question herself.
Is it 3 questions or 5?
3.
oh no, up to 5.
Oh,
No.
even better.
Hey,
Rad.
we'll
No,
just toss
let's
one
let-
to me anyway.
Yeah.
So
All right, Mesnos is going to
Yes.
ask this without really conferring on anybody.
okay.
In regards to what defenses we need to shore up that are lacking.
Ooh, sneaky.
Okay. So as you know what? I'll just play Miss Knows. Why not? Fucking.
What weaknesses should we exploit in order to attack most effectively?
And then the commander. brings-
Hold on, that was not my intent. He's not speaking as Mesnos, he's speaking as the other commander.
Yeah.
So he's asking what...
He's pretending to be a commander and getting attack information from her, so that way she
No,
sees-
he wants...
The defenses of the meeting place.
Yeah, he wants to know what they need to shore up at the meeting place.
Okay.
But I think Ty just revealed that maybe we should ask him. Our defenses are weak.
No, that was
Good
going to
thing
be the
we
next
got 3 more
question.
questions.
Oh, there you go.
That was going to be the next question anyway, so let's just go with both of those questions.
okay. All right. So
And then the 5th one could be the ladies.
so the for the first question, she's like,
You must get... Stop crying. We are one of 10 of the Kithrak. We need more to be convinced to join the cause. For the others may turn against us if they find we have shackled ourselves.
and then the next question. And you get the idea that she's pretty arrogant in that reply. Then other than that, they're fine.
Yeah, but at the same time, that gives a campaign of information. If you can just disseminate that, hey, the 8th is doing some weird ass shit, might be able to get the others to
Exactly.
stab him in the spine.
then, as far as the attack question,
Like I said, outposts are no match for our entire forces. They are expecting us to be unchanged. Use the new abilities you have to hold them in place and merely take them away. They have no defense. They expect their minds to be superior when they are not anymore. That. And come while they sleep. Attack from beneath. Hold the guards at the bottom still. Run the ramps as they are crushed in your grasp. Bring more, as many as you can. Crush below, come above, and then throw them off into the ship. They expect you to do anything but throw them off. They will fight near ledges, they will fight outside their city, without realizing you're not here to kill them. You're not here for their things as normal. You're here for them. Your psionics make it very easy to toss them and throw them and put them where you wish.
Alright, so central fortifications away from edges, and watch for attacks from below.
Put railings on all these balconies.
Why do these have no safety railing?
All protection. Everybody get your harness.
This is all an OSHA violation!
Friggin' Death Star, man. But I guess when you own OSHA...
Yeah.
I am the OSHA!
I am the governance. Why don't you take that up with HR? Guess who's HR too?
Alright, last question.
Is the ladies.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what you said. She
Let her.
It was personal.
So she will kneel and kind of try to catch the now dead eyes and stare for a second.
You showed signs of being able to do more than obsess over freedom, obsess over the idea of being unbound. Do you think, given time, we could have built something together?
And then the commander is silent and does not answer her question, but does not open its mouth.
Which is a thing it's allowed to do.
And then the invisible threads snap and it slumps back down.
Barrier Chuck.
Sorry, what?
This is
Oh,
Buzz Guy.
Barry or Chuck. Never mind, I got what you said now. I thought you said barrier check. I was like, there's no barriers up.
I was also
Barry
like,
or Chuck.
barriers?
He's asking the lady in particular.
She takes a second, and it won't matter to her either way.
20 strength heave ho into the astral sea.
Perfect. And as you throw, instead of falling, as with all the others, just go straight on out. And with your chucking capability, the one it got some speed on it.
Hey, we going to rest now? After dinner?
I would like to.
I just have to find our pilot before we bed down for the night.
Oh,
I need to find a potion maker, so yeah.
Okay, so the pilot is easy to find. He's in the mess hall as you guys come in, and he kind of looks up, nods to you all, and
Do you have a nice rest of your flight?
No.
Mine
Not
never did.
really.
No.
and Uralak kind of gestures next to him, sit down. That's the same kind of very basic meal you had when you came in.
I spoke to Zarek and I asked him to explain what's up with the planes being so like explain the thing.
They're under normal circumstances, under the normal order of the planes, there should be no possible way for an object granted to your astral self or your dream self to affect your physical self. For these people to have been gifted the stones in their dreams, this means that the walls that separate the planes of existence are thinning to the point of nearly
So Phobosor
Just-
has gained so much power that he
Yes.
is able to do some real damage.
yes.
Beyond
His threat
what-
is his threat and his timetable, I believe, are significantly advanced beyond what we expected, beyond what we feared. I do not believe there is much left before the planes dissolve into one existence, and his purpose is complete.
We're gonna stop him from doing that, that's for sure.
Agreed.
Just want you all to know it has been a pleasure traveling with all of you. And I'd follow you all anywhere. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some stuff we've never seen before, and we have to be ready for it. But most of all, I think right now we need some rest.
Aye.
I might not be normal in the morning,
What
but
does that
I'm
mean?
gonna try my best.
Like material plane normal or astral plane normal? And I look at Bloodscale. That
Um,
shit's fucking weird here.
And Bloodscale is just staring at Zephyr honestly, knowingly at this point. Just like, I know what you're doing. Fuck. Not saying it, but he's like, I know what you're doing.
I'm taking a risk, but I'm trying to mitigate the cost.
What?
Hopefully, everything will be fine in the morning.
What do you mean everything will be fine in the morning? What are you trying to make fine?
Trying to right a wrong that was
Okay,
done.
you know we
Just get your real dad and not sell yourself to a fake dad this time, alright?
Yeah, we went to hell.
Yeah.
Don't dance around it. Just tell us. We're not gonna stop you.
The necklace is unstable. It should work. It has been mostly repaired, I believe, by the Astral Sea. But there's no guarantee. It's nothing I don't think greater restoration should be able to fix, hopefully.
Aren't you the only one of us that can do that?
I'm sure there are some other people around here who can.
Maybe
I can
ask
give
first?
you. I can give you help for 10 minutes. Give you some protection versus evil and good.
That would be a big help.
There's also tomorrow night, if you wish to wait.
I still have spells.
I'm done waiting.
Very well. As you wish.
He's been lost long enough.
I agree.
Zarek is gonna talk to Bithnera about helping him with his brother.
Okay. Before we jump to that, I know Uza's been dying to talk to Erlak for like 4 sessions, so we're gonna go and cut to that just for 1 second. So, Erlak, he's eating his meal as you sit down next to him, Uza.
Okay, so don't worry. Apparently, my to-do list is stacking up tonight, so I'm gonna try and make this quick.
All right then.
I could really use your help fixing something, and I heard you're the guy to talk to about fixing magical items.
That is what I do. What is this thing?
I'm gonna bust out the 3 rod pieces.
He looks at it and then his eyes kind of go wide for a second.
You. This is not something I'd ever expected to see in my lifetime. But yes,
So you know about this?
only rumors, legends, the sort of thing you want to believe, but you don't actually believe. So, yes, I would be honored to help you work on such a task.
That is awesome. I really appreciate it. I tried to do it myself because I do a little bit of this on my own, mostly as a hobby. This is a bad idea because these pieces were like, and then I had to go, and then I brought it. Yeah, I don't want to do that again.
Focus your words, concentrate. You mean they went Bring it to me.
Yes,
Tell me what
I
actually
tried
happened.
to fix it, and I didn't fix it, and they teleported to over far away, not super far, far enough that I could see it, and then I had to go jump off the ship. Remember that time when I jumped off the ship screaming, "Oh my God, no, please stop, come back"? Yeah, that was over this.
Okay. This makes more sense. All right. Yes. I think we should be able to do this. You come to my shop. We will work on this together.
Okay. I am going to, while we do dinner, do some attuning if that's all right.
Sure. Yeah. We'll see. You can attune your sleeve with one arm and eat with the other. All right, and then over to you, Zarek.
Okay. Vidnera, my brother was one of the people that we found that was beguiled by Phobator. He believed truly that the promise of
Untethered existence.
unlimited creation and creation without consequences was a worthy and worthwhile sacrifice of his freedom, or that he felt that it offered greater freedom than we currently have. I was able to convince him to consider our position, but I would appreciate your help and your perspective, as you have personally dealt directly with this temptation in the same way that he failed.
What I have to tell you will go beyond mere words. I would ask that instead of a conversation where I can try to explain everything that I mean, meditate with me and I will show you.
That is acceptable.
You will be able to rest while you do this, as I will guide your sleep. I will show you. Okay. And then, anybody else doing anything before we continue on? The next steps?
Scale's looking for a potion. Or
Potion maker.
alchemist.
Okay. Yes, there is. Hold up here. Imamelia. She's one of the monks who's also in charge of Imilala. Sorry. Imilaya? No, fuck it. Imilala.
I mean, this one's real easy. He's just gonna have a piece of paper with ingredients on it and go, I need to make this sooner rather than later, and I do not have any of the stuff.
These ingredients don't make any sense to me. What are you trying to do with this?
This is weird orc nonsense.
Orc nonsense.
Also, we have a half orc that we might want to try to get back into being a half orc. Just as a note.
Well,
That was weird creation stuff.
If
with brain thoughts.
The whispers are true and the barriers between worlds are getting so thin, this could be a very dangerous thing to do.
It could be. However, it also could be a key.
It could.
I'm going to literally ask, and he just motions over his face, this many dragons whether I should do this or not, but I would like this made just in case.
Very well. I will see if I can find these ingredients. They are rather rare. I might have to use the spawning stone in order to anchor some of them here. You do know that you could be fused with whatever you combine with this. You know that, right?
That's how I got the green one! And he'll point at his face, but I want it, the finger to point at one area and then just slowly drift to where the green one is.
Okay. Easy enough. Alright, I will do my best. She kind of nods to you and starts looking for it.
I appreciate it, and if there's any payment required, I'll be more than happy to.
Of course.
I gotta go talk to 11 dragons. Thank you.
Gotta catch 'em all. All right. Anybody else before we move on? Okay. Uza, you come into the workshop, and Uralak is ready and waiting for you as he kind of motions you over, and he's like, "Put them on the workbench here."
All right, I got my metal glove on. Hopefully I don't fuck this up so bad. I've got some guidance on standby, and I'm going to lay them out pieces.
Now, do you want me to assist you to do this thing, or do you want me to dive in with you?
You know, I would really like to do this myself, but
Okay.
I don't. I think fucking it up is beyond an option.
All right. Let me take a look
So,
and see what I can glean.
And he starts picking up the pieces, and he kind of starts studying them and giving them a really careful look. And he's like,
So I think the main thing that we're going to have to worry about is
you see this, and he turns the end of it towards you, and you see inside of it. You've noticed this before, but there's so many like small like crystal pieces. Like it's almost looking like into a geode. There's so many things inside. And then he turns one of the others around. He's like,
and you see this over here.
Mm-hmm.
So the magical ley lines that will bind these together have to be lined up exactly perfectly. If they are by even a little bit, it is that the overload of its innate magic that causes it to repel itself. So this is the rod of order. It insists on everything being in such a way that if the magic that it is used to power it is such a specific and such an aligned thing that if you misalign it, that is where things can go wrong. So this is the main thing you should focus on. I have a feeling the rest of it will help heal it. Just being very, very careful as you pull it together, and then when you activate the tinkering craft, as you see as you're able to connect these lines together, the main thing is activating only once you are absolutely sure that these are aligned. And he's going.
So I'll have a moment to second guess myself.
Yeah,
I mean, double check.
All right, so he's going to assist you. So you're going to be able to make a tinkering check at advantage with your guidance, and now you're proficient with it. So don't forget to add your proficiency modifier. And
this might try to do the reliable talent, so I'll have to roll over the thing too. All right, here we go. That is pretty good. That is pretty damn good.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, with a 31, with his help, you see as he was pointing out these things, you actually kind of swap around two of the pieces you thought they would a certain way, and then kind of put them back because they're so geodesic on the inside that it's really hard to determine what order they go to. And so you get these two pieces, and as you're kind of holding them together, and then you kind of reach out with the glove is unique in that it kind of like pops the small tools out, and you kind of align the things, and I got for a second you kind of pause, and then and it just feels right for a second, and as the rod binds itself together.
Oh,
very nice.
Thank you. All right.
As I said, I never thought I would even see one of these things that would help. What do you intend to do with it?
You know, I don't know. It just kind of presented itself to me, and I don't know, I felt the need to gather them together. Not to sound cheesy, but I think I'm on a mission from God.
Which one?
Oh, Akari. She's really cool.
Speaking of Akari, who originally wanted to get this thing?
Was it Akari?
Close. It was her.
Or her son.
No, her Wind Dukes, the forehead in charge of the city. I forget what it's called, but they were these very strong, powerful beings, but Ferbator, who knows if it's Ferbator or not. He's apparently been around so long that he may have worn many faces of evil in the past. But there was something of a rather chaotic nature, unnamed because it destroyed all of its enemies. But something shattered this rod in order to keep it out of the hand of the Windukes, because the power of order is something that makes places such as this and Dream and Nightmare very difficult for. But shall we try this? Oh, and as you see these pieces, you notice there are small, just slight. As I was looking into the bottom of each, if you look at the crystals and line them up just so, and he picks one up and he does, and like you can see, and he turns it back to you. There's one for every school of magic. This one is abjuration. The two together were divination and conjuration. I think that is what determined how they split along their magical ley lines by schools of magic. Very cool thing.
That was divination and conjuration are the ones connected, and the one we're about to try again is
Abjuration.
abjuration. Okay.
Well, shall we?
Once again, I'm going to get into myself one more time, and I'm going to try and take a look at. I'm going to line it up visually as best I can, and then try and focus on that electrical power in my ungloved hand,
Okay.
guided into place.
Okay.
Oh shit! Yes.
Perfect. So 34. So this, as you visually line it up, you see as exactly what he was talking about, kind of lining up, and then you see as the symbols all line up, there's a darker symbol of something else, like another picture forming on top of each layer. But as you're kind of looking at it, it just out of your hand, it slaps together, of almost as if its own will. And then as you do, you kind of hold it up, and the top of it bursts into light. As this now orb of, almost this light that's just burst from the end of it forms the head of a mace. The rod can now be used as a mace, but it has the finesse quality similar to the Sword of Light. So you can use it dexterity and all that good stuff, including your sneak attack.
Oh shit!
And I will go and add all of the things it can do now into your notes, so that way next time you'll see exactly what it can do. Because you do also feel, as it flows through you, you feel it's much more powerful now. And can actually be used as a weapon, which is great.
Oh man, that is fucking sweet.
And as you feel it come online, make a concentration check.
That's a Constitution saving throw, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 13. Okay. Good to know. All right. And with that, is everybody else going to bed?
I am.
IRL or in game?
In-game. All right. And sorry, was there anything else you wanted to do while you were, as it bursts into life, he kind of nods at you, like, it will call to its brothers and sisters. It wants to be complete.
How do I listen? So these two just found that they were magnetized to my pack.
Yeah.
Do I just need to get near them and they show up, or how do I listen?
It depends where you are at. If you are in the place of chaos, then they will call to each other more strongly. A neutral place, you will hear an echo, but you must listen to it. You must concentrate on hearing it. If it is a place of very, truly lawful place, you will be almost lost in a sea of sound.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh yeah, with all three together, it's now a good 21 inches long.
Nice little baby mace.
Mm-hmm. Well, with the head being made of light, it gives it another 4 or 5 inches, so it's a full-size mace.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna concentrate really hard and see if I can make it not glow, so I can be sneaky.
And as you concentrate, you see the head turn from a glow and kind of swirl. You see, like, it's starting in the center, it swirls out and becomes darkness.
Oh, Fulbator's fucked when I get this thing done. And then I'll just, I will thank him profusely, offer to give him money. If he, do you guys do money? Like what?
Not really,
I don't
no.
know.
The spawning stone is used for mostly those sort of things.
Replicators.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what that is. And then,
Me neither. Came to me in a dream. Thank you, but if there's anything that I could do more, you just let me know. I need to go find Zephyr before she starts without me, because she probably will.
very well.
Thank you. And I'm going to run out and try and find Zephyrs.
Perfect. Anybody else doing anything? All right.
Nope.
I have a
With that-
question,
Sure.
and this is more of a question that Zach might want in on. Because he's going to go meditate with New Lady. Is the brother going with them too?
He hasn't yet been invited. Do you wish to invite the brother?
Yeah, I guess that's I was going to ask about that because he said my next sleep, and if we're all going to sleep, that might be something that he might be doing as well. So yeah, I guess in my invitation or my talk with her, I would have specified we have a timeline. So
in that case, she would have invited him along as well.
perfect. Yes. There we go. So yeah,
Anything else?
that's it.
All right.
I'm
With
going to
that,
go start a court meeting if I can.
since there's going to be a lot involved with this night's, the rest of this night, whether it be rituals, dreams, other dreams, or other rituals, we're going to go ahead and wrap up for the night. It's 9:30, and so we'll find out next time to see what the heck is going on with everybody.
And a thing
Oh, what's that?
just
thing?
popped. On the way to wherever he's going to sleep, Bloodscale will make sure to stop by Zephyr and go, "Hey, don't fuck it up. We're counting on you."
Try to.
And then give her a hug, and then go to bed.
Does Zephyr let somebody hug her?
He's big bro. Yeah.
All right, you get the hug.
She's obviously startled that hugs back.
Perfect.
And then she feels just a poof of feathers on the back of...
Oh.
Yeah, we'll figure out something to do with this tomorrow. Okay, bye!
All right. Okay. And with that, we'll go down on that horrific note, and we'll catch you all next time to see what happens with the Dawnforged Company.
Oh, see, I told you we did start.
Yeah, we started a long time ago. You
Are
know,
you
the
sure?
very first
we
thing
start?
Stream got was, have we started yet? It was great. It's perfect.
Okay, and I can't find the
The amulet?
amulet. Yeah.
Let's take a look here.
We checked all of your pockets.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I know it's in my
It's in the triple. It's in triple realm, not magical items. I'll move it over.
Triple realm, okay.
I moved it to magical items. It should show up. You can also search just amulet at the top, and that'll take you to it. All right, perfect. Bye, everybody. We'll catch you next week.